Since we on the point of 2011, that was to me a great year for hip hop, far as underground, far as lyrics, far as lyrical ability. And we have an album from Phonte, who was a part of the legendary group Little Brother. Charity Starts at Home. And definitely, man, just sitting here last night, and I be in the mood sometimes to listen to music that actually speaks to me, as far as lyrics and storytelling and shit. And I remember this was one of the albums that really was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Because Little Brother, I always thought, you know, him, Elzai, Big Rapper Pooh with Ninth Wonder on beats, flawless, you know, and just sitting here was like, man, some of this shit that I used to listen to, I reviewed and captured it. So it's like, why don't I just talk about it on the channel? Because there's nothing out right now that's like touching me in that way to speak on it. I don't want to force videos, so why not talk about something that I like? You know what I'm saying? So this is a throwback, you know what I mean? 2 years ago it dropped, September 27, 2011. 3 years ago, my bad, shit, that was a minute ago. But yeah, man, he definitely delivered a great project. North Carolina artist at 2011. At that point when he dropped it, he'd been in the game 10 years. You know, great lyrical ability, storytelling, relatable music, great production, reflective rhymes, soulful beats, good hooks. I mean, some good hooks. You know what I mean? He had some questionable shit on here when he did the little singing type record, and I was like, wow. I don't even think nobody really liked that. They didn't understand it. Features Elzai, Cy Smith, Carlita Duran, Pharoah Munch, Big Crit Evidence, Eric Robertson. Definitely some good features. Only a couple I don't know or probably never listened to. But he did his thing, man. Dance in the Rain is just a great song, period. You know, you definitely got to understand what he's saying. He didn't spell rain as R-A-I-N. He spelled it R-E-I-N. So rain, meaning I reign the territory. You dig? So that was a good song. The Good Fight, definitely a soulful beat. You know what I mean? I like his flow and his bars. The lyrics, that sample was crazy as shit, man. That definitely was a good record, though. The whole part in the beginning of the first record, he like, yo, I did this for so-and-so, blah, blah, blah. He's like, shit, I did this shit to pay my bills. You know what I mean? Like, he keeping it real. Like, how honest can you be? Why do you do this shit? A lot of people say, oh, I do it for this, I do it for this. Keep it real, nigga. You pay this shit because you got to pay your bills. If this shit was a hobby, you wouldn't do it. You know what I mean? I've never heard nothing like that as real far as an album. Actually, my whole life, because everybody get on the mic and bullshit why they do this and do that, but you do it because you got to pay your bills. Because if this was a hobby, you wouldn't put it out to make money off of it, correct? Alright. Number 3, Everything Is Falling Down, featuring Gene Jolly. That's who I didn't point out as a feature. Everything on it was good. The beat hooks all the way through, lyrics, you know what I'm saying? Everything, it was a good look. It was a great song. I enjoyed it. Not Here Anymore featuring Elzai. Definitely, it was a good look to have, you know, somebody that he worked with before on the record. Elzai stood out to me the most. I gave this song 3 checks because, I mean, that fucking sample and that beat together was just crazy. Like, you gotta listen to that song to get what I'm saying. Both their flows match well, but Elzai just took the cake and ran with it. He killed it. Eternally featuring Median. I forgot to put that feature on there. My bad, y'all. The back and forth between them was cool. Spit a certain couple bars, pass it off. Several curve bars, pass it off. So that shit was inspired to see that. Everything about it was good, from the beat all the way through the hook, the lyrics. I like records like that where they do the back and forth. Couple bars and pass it on. Because I think that take more skill than anything to just, I'm going to spit a verse, you going to spit a verse. I'm going to spit a verse, you going to spit a verse. But to just be in there and hear what they just said, right, and match it. So it's like, I wonder how do they do records like that? If you take a verse and you interject, like, all right, you spit 4 bars, you wait 2 minutes, another 4 bars, wait 4 bars, and then the other rapper comes in and hears it and, you know what I mean, fills in the blank. How do they do that? You know what I mean? Or is it where the 2 mic stands is there and they're in the studio? Because that's how some people do collaborative records, where they got the 2 mics there and they singing, stop it, all right, you feel, you know what I mean? So I just always love that. I just want to know the process behind that, but still a great record. Sending My Love, mellow beat. The content on here was the most important to me when I heard it. You know, definitely a deep record. Everything else is just flawless. And leave it at that. Ball and Chain. This is a song. he was rapping, but as well he was singing, because there's no feature on the record, so I didn't understand that. But the song is Ball and Chain. We understand what that means, you know, from the marriage type aspect of, oh, you going through that ball and chain, you know what I mean? You gonna jump over the broom. That's a couple old talk, like how old folks talk. But yeah, I wasn't liking that. I didn't fuck with it at all. To Be Yours, it was okay. It seemed kind of short, as far as the record. Everything about it was cool, but it's like when you get into a record and it's like, say, a minute and some change, and it goes off, like, why you didn't finish the song? That's just me. Gonna Be a Beautiful Night featuring Carlita Duran. So soulful. That's all I'm gonna leave it at. It's just so soulful, man. There's nothing bad about that record. We Go Off featuring Pharoah Monch. Get that shit 3 checks, man. That shit was fucking dope. I don't know too much about Pharoah Monch. Hold on, hip hop heads. Sorry. You know what I mean? I'm not really dwelling in the underground like that, so calm down. I know he's supposed to be one of the most lyricalest cats out there. I've heard nothing but good things about him, you know, through the hip hop community from all the underground type cats, and I know he's a legend in his own right, but I've never heard him, you know, a project from him. Sorry. Kill me, right? I'll check it out if I can find one. Probably Amazon his name and see what come up. Just flawless, man. Nothing bad to say about it. The Life of Kings featuring Evidence and Big Crit. 3 checks yet again. Flawless record. The beat and the sample was the craziest. I want to buy this album to see who did the production. You know what I'm saying? They verses was on point. They matched each other well. Nobody stole the show. They all was on point. My personal opinion. But that song get 3 checks. And the last song, Who Loves You More, featuring Eric Robinson. Dope. Great storytelling at its fucking finest, man. You won't find no better storytelling than that. Between Phonte and Big Rapper Proof. Y'all get who I'm saying. The nigga that was in Big Pooh, basically. The nigga that was in the group Little Brother with him. Those are my 2 favorite out of Little Brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, this period. This was a great album, man. You know, even though it came out 3 years ago, I still can throw it on and listen to it like it's the first time I've heard it. Except for the 2 songs I didn't like, 10 out of 12, 8.5 out of 10. Production, 8.5 out of 10. Definitely a good look, man. If you never really heard Phonte spit or even heard Little Brother, I suggest y'all go ahead and, you know, check this album out because it's pretty fire, though. But that's just my late review from, you know, Throwback Review. All right, y'all, I'm out.